Hello Taurus, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading, going from the week from the 7th through to the 13th of October. Hope you're doing well. Don't forget, if you want to go straight to the tarot messages, it is time stamped in the description below. And also, you can book up in the description a private reading with my good self. So, without further ado, let's just have a quick look, first of all, to see what's going on with the energies within the world that is around us. And we start off with the sun. Let me just open up the astro flower here. Oh, look at that. There's a lovely little sunspot there. But these are the sunspots down here that have been really kicking off. Let me just bring in my pipe. It's a lot easier to show it. These are the sunspots that have been kicking off. You would have seen this in the energy update that came out earlier on today. And there is a particular type of force in the energy at the moment. There's been a big X flare, but it hasn't actually produced a lot of ejecta. So it's going to be mainly sort of fire energy than anything else that should be going through it, through the energies at the moment. Let's just have a quick look at that sort of eruption. Here it is. Here it came through on the 2nd. There was an M flare on the 1st as well, and then there were several little M flares after that. So, and as you can well see below here, there is the eruption comes off it in the direction of the Earth coming into this section here. So we're definitely going to be hitting. It's definitely going to be hitting the Earth. I would have said in sort of the 4th, so we're looking at probably tomorrow, Friday, and that's going to tie things up because those other M flares as well has also sent that energy, that continual energy in our sort of direction, and that's going to sort of play into that sort of fire energy. And what we're going to be looking at is how is it going to be affecting your flower, the Taurus flower. So at the moment, you're fully into your summer period. And as you can well see here, the only piece of air and fire combination for you is this section here, which is just this section here. So it's just below the crossing point of your sort of interaction with the outside world, your consciousness with the outside world. And that's the only part of air that comes into you. And it's lent to you by your partner, your or the sign that's next to you called Gemini. And so it's mutable air. So it's playing with the here and now. And it's literally driving your inner energy into where you should be going and what you should be doing, being very present, very much in the here and now. And I think that's I think that will follow up nicely for all earth signs. There is a touch of earth about it, and that's because to do with the force in the energies, and you'll be able to see that on the energy update. It will be linked around my head at some point at the end of this reading. Or you can find it on our channel. But you have this earth that comes through here on this section here. It's fixed earth that has been lent to you by Leo, your fellow fixed sign, but it does play perfectly into your energies. This is where you've got your fire at your base. So these two here, the interaction with the universe on the relationship side, and also the karmic path as well, because you have that cardinal earth and fire. So this is good combinations going on within the base of you in regards to emotion, spiritual path, or sort of relationship side. And it should sort of give you a clarity once you're working into the here and now, a clarity in the direction that karmically where you should be going, and also give you a heads up of being very not discerning, but not wasting your time in the connection that you have with people and enjoying the moment. That's what it seems to be more than anything else. So let me just put my dowsing rod down. That probably made a racket on the sound. Let me put the dowsing rod down and let's get into your astro flower, shall we, on the actual sort of reading. So yes, let's just see what's going on. Let's get some messages and see what's going on for you. Now this has got the crossing point, obviously, which is just in this section here, just above you there. Let's just pull up the actual astro flower. Sorry. So let's just see what's going on. It seems to be you seem to be building bridges, making new friends, or taking relationships to another level. It seems like, and if you're looking for a relationship, it seems like that there's something that you're teeing something up. You're meeting someone that may not necessarily be, okay, this is it. You meet them one day and then that's it. You're with them. It's more of a case that you're meeting with them and they kind of they grow on you, and it's kind of like, whoa, yeah, what's going on? That sort of energy that's sort of coming off it. Let's just see what's coming off on the financial side. The financial side is a lot more consistent and constant. It's not really spiking in any sort of direction here, and I think it's where concentrating on the here and now will really help you out in regards to getting what you want out of life. So let's just see what's going on. You got the 5 of Cups there on the overall energies. Maybe it's a case of where you've sort of decided, and it feels like it's more on the relationship side than on the financial side. It almost feels like you've decided, kind of saying, I've had enough of that. I've had enough of the disappointments. I'm now moving into, I'm going to go into those 2 of Cups, which is just behind that person there. That's the 2 of Cups. That's where you should be going. And I think within you, I think you've recognized that maybe with any sort of relationships with friends, family, or partners, or the fact of not being able to get a partner, that's disappointments of the past. That's what I feel like. I think it's more into that sort of emotional sort of side than on your financial side. For your financial side, it's more of a case of sort of saying, keep plowing on, even if you're making mistakes. They are now in the past. If you can recognize it as a mistake, you would learn from that, and therefore you will get in alignment with yourself, with the 2 of Cups, as it were. Let's just see what's going on the karmic path. The karmic path seems to be very solid. It's giving a direction that is connected to people that are around you. So it may be a case here that you need to go out and, have dinner with people, socializing, accepting invitations to go to a concert or something like that. And it may not be the person that you go to the concert with. You may meet someone there. That's the whole idea. On the universal energies, that's really playing out very, very strongly. And I think it's defining what you want, and being clear about what you want in the way of relationships will help you to sort of really engage in life in a really beautiful way. On your past self plays into this as well. And I think this has to do with the 5 of Cups, as if you're sort of saying, I'm not going to put up with the disappointments of the past anymore in my life, and I'm really going to make life a lot better for me. That's what it seems to be doing. In the future here, this has got a lot more passion. There's a lot more. It's very emotional connection, really, incredibly emotional connection. And that could be that cardinal water that comes in from Cancer in that sort of section there. It could well be that. It's like there's a direction to your passion in your futures, in the lessons that need to be learned out of this week here. Trust your emotions. I think in regards to relationships, it's sort of saying trust your emotions. So on your karmic path, yes, look at that. That's a real direction, and it's very good for you. An Ace of Pentacles. Obviously, there is a physical connection with someone. It's the seed of something completely new within your life. It's a new sort of chapter. And this could well bode very well for meeting someone in a very physical scenario, say like accepting an invitation, and you'll find that, the people that you're going there with, you find someone that's within that group, as it were, that you've never met before. And in the universal energies, you get the 9 of Cups. As I said, I think the universe is really playing out. There's making a lot of offers for you. And I think this is where you need to be very precise and concise about what sort of experience you want, and what you want to live in your life in regards to your relationships that are around you. In the past, there we go, that's the disappointment I was talking about. That's playing into the universal energies. I think you're actually getting healing from that. I think it's very much in the past. I think you might have been done wrong in a relationship or done wrong by someone, and now you're finally getting healing from it. And you get in the forward, you get the King of Swords. I said there was a lot of emotion in here, and really for the King of Swords, there's not. It's like a Gemini card, so you've got that influence from that Gemini energy that's coming in through here. And I think it's basically in the future, I think you're emotionally coming in alignment with yourself, therefore you can, it's much easier to find someone who really corresponds to you. But because you're being emotionally in line with yourself, it's helping you to see clearer and having a lot of wisdom about you taken from the past of that Three of Swords. And out the tops, trust your feelings, King of Cups. I think your feelings about someone or something or a relationship or a connection with a group of friends or family and so forth is going to become very, very clear for you and very straightforward. And I would trust those emotions, and it will bring a lot of wisdom into your life. And look at that, you've got two king outs out the top. I really do believe you're sort of setting something up that's bringing you actually a lot of healing. We may see that in the cards that come out and the Light Seers cards as we clarify. Let's just have a look what's going on your financial side. Your karmic path here is very solid. I think you know where you're going in regards to a job or a business. If you are looking for a job, if it seems right for you, then go for it, basically. Whatever. If it seems right for you, go for it. In the universal connections, I think that's offering you some really good quality sort of networking, connecting with people. It's giving you offers, or it's only allowing offers to come up on your radar in your consciousness that are worth it. In your past, it seems there's a lot of bricks there. You've built a lot. I think you've built a lot of either knowledge, understanding, experience, wealth, whatever it is. You have what they call in French solid kidneys. You can really filter a lot. So you've got a lot of wealth. It almost feels like a Ten of Pentacles sort of scenario. And in the future here, this is a future here that's sort of like opening up into possibilities. I think by the end of the week, you're possibly looking at it because you're being very connected in the here and now, and I think that's really important. You'll start to see that actually there's a lot of different possibilities for you. Okay, what's the lessons that come out of this week here? Be attentive without being lost. So it's like if you're talking to someone, being aware of what's going on around you. Because that's where the coincidence is going to happen, and then it'll filter through the person that you're actually speaking to, and that's what creates like a conscious conversation. And I think this is where it plays a little bit into your future self, where opening up different avenues. And I don't think it's just one. I think it's more than one avenue. And this is where I think you need to be, yes, concentrated on the here and now, but be also conscious of what is going around you in general. Yeah, look at that. As I said, the karmic path is really solid. You know where you're going. You've got the Emperor card there. It's sitting in your power and sitting in the Emperor has control over his physical realm, and it's on your karmic path to have a control about that. Hold that energy that is within you. Ten of Pentacles. That comes in from the universe. As I said, I think there was the Ten of Pentacles came out in the past here. I think there's a very, very good quality connections and opportunities within the people that are around you for your business, your career path, or your business, or your projects, or whatever. Yeah, look at that. So you get the Sun on your past. As I said, I think you got everything. I thought it was the Ten of Pentacles that came out in the universal energies, but the Sun. So there's a lot of happiness, and I think you must feel very proud about what you've done to get to where you are. It doesn't necessarily mean that you've actually got that job yet, but you feel very confident about going after the jobs, or you should do. And it's all about how you prepared yourself going forward. In your future self, you get the Seven of Wands. I put it down to the Seven of Wands. The Seven is a revelation card. It's revealing to you. And the Seven of Wands for me here in this sort of position is exploring multitudes of different avenues without having to rely on others. So you're exploring these avenues without having to sort of get the okay from anybody else. It's very much on your shoulders. And it's driving force, and that's what that energy that comes out of the sun at the moment. It's that real sort of strong solar plexus energy for you, which is really good. You should be able to, channel that energy into your destiny more than anything else. And in your lessons for the week is the Fool. So being very attentive to what is around you, I think, is really important. And having that light, happy-go-lucky aspect to it all, which will give you a certain determination. There is a leap of faith, and I think you're looking for it more than anything else. I don't think it's sort of saying to you, take a leap of faith. I think it's more sort of saying, be conscious of the opportunities that arrive, that are around you. Let's just see what's going on in the Light Seers card and what the influence is for you. On your relationship side, look at that. You get the Ace of Wands. I think, you've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles there. That's really, really passionate. I think within you, coming into alignment in you and letting go of any disappointments of the past will allow you to actually allow your passions to be born. And that's where the fire comes into play. On your karmic path, you get the Six of Swords. This opportunity that you are creating in front of you by a sort of like an engagement, a different engagement with the energies, is taking you to, that's where the healing comes into place. It's taking you to calmer shores. So this opportunity to maybe meet someone, to take your friends or your family, whichever groups of friends and family you have, or your existing partner to another level. It's like sort of like, let's get over the past and let's get into the future. Let's be a little bit more sort of, planting seeds for your own sort of success, as it were. On the Nine of Cups, you get the Death and Rebirth. Healing again, I think, here. It is the death of, I think, the Three of Swords over on that side. I think it's the death of that. And this is where you've got a lot of different opportunities. I think this is where you need to be absolutely focused on which or what works for you more than anything else in life. In the Three of Swords, you get the High Priestess, intuition. Use that past, that sort of disappointment in any relationships to clarify your future and give you that inner wisdom of love. Yeah, I think there is a big love coming in for you. Taurus, a real opportunity for love in your life. Very beautiful opportunity for love in your future self, and it's because you're driving that passion through it. And this Lovers card here comes with a lot of wisdom, a lot of emotions, a lot of passionate emotions as well in your life. And I think this is what, when you are at one with yourself, then that's when it all's going to fit together nicely. Seeing things differently, and that's the change from the Five of Cups, where you are getting healing from a situation from the past, and you will be able to see the world differently and a lot smarter, I think, with a beautiful love that's coming in for you. There's an opportunity here to really fall in love with life and the people that are around you, or a person that is around you. But it's got to change from you. We all know that, if you put yourself down, you're not going to get the good connections with other people that are around you. If you don't seek your happiness, it'd be difficult for you to share your happiness with someone. You'll only be sharing their happiness, and it needs to be a fair exchange here. Okay, let's see what's going on your financial side. Look at that. With the Five of Cups, you get the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of passion driving for you. The here and now. That's what I was talking about. she's got all of these little candles around her, but she's actually focusing on one. And I think this is where you can be attentive to the world that is around you, but being really focused on the situation that is in hand. And that's what you need to do this week in your financial side. Look at that. You get the Queen of Cups. Relationship side is all about the kings. Financial side is all about the queens. You get the Queen of Cups with the Emperor. This is a very happy medium there's a lot of solidness, as I said, within that karmic path there. There's a lot of sort of knowing what you want. And because you know what you want, it makes you happy. It makes you very vibrant about what you're going after. With the 10 of Cups, you get the five of Wands. I don't feel conflict here. I feel more than anything else is like you're not putting up with any rubbish, you're not putting up with people just turning up and kind of going and trying to, strike a deal with you that they're trying to con you. You don't suffer fools gladly here within the universal energies. The universal energies with that 10 of Pentacles is bringing you everything that you possibly need, and because it's bringing you everything you possibly need, it helps you to be the best example of yourself. And that's the sort of thing that I think is going on. I don't think it's fighting. I think it's much more defining you from, of what is good about you, and sort of saying, I'm not putting up with any rubbish more than anything else. The happiness that you have here in the past has brought you a lot of confidence. Makes you feel, with this Four of Swords, that is a healing card actually. And it could be tied into this side here, but it's giving you a lot more confidence in life, in your financial side, and that could help you also within your confidence and your relationship side. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it well. Keep plowing on, using that good knowledge in the past to open up the doors and the futures of tomorrow. With that futures of tomorrows, with the 7 of Wands, you get the 2 of Wands. This is where the planning comes in, and I think there's more than one thing. It may need a bit of travel, and it's working on the futures for you by following the evident path, by sticking to your guns and going after what you really want to be, or what you want to have in life, or the results you want for your career path. Stick to your guns, but also plan to open up to possible new ventures within what you're doing. So you could be running a business, and let's say you're running a shop, and so you got your lines that sell well and what have you. You got the regular sort of stuff, and it may be just a case of trying out a few new products and what have you to see if you can push the boundaries a little bit more. And out the top with the Fool card here, you get the with the Fool card, you get the King of Wands. So you've got the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, and as I said, that energy that's coming in and that crossing point underneath there brings you into a real sort of it's a real sort of divine counterpart. It's not a divine counterpart in the sense where for love, I think it's more of a divine counterpart in if you're concentrating on the here and now and looking and being observing and understanding the what is going on around you, it's going to put you in a very, very powerful position, which you already have on your karmic path, a very powerful position. It gets you into alignment with what you should be doing. And this is that divine counterpart. It's almost as if like trying things out and being very concentrated on the here and now allows you that confidence to open up the doorways of the possibilities of tomorrow. I think it could provide a lot for you going forward. So there you go, Taurus. Thanking you very much for being here with us. Hope you get the best out of these readings. And don't forget about the energy update. I'll see you over there for that. In the meantime, that's all for me left to say is don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.